Welcome back to the session. Here we'll discuss about the OSI module. What exactly the meaning of OSI? Open System Interference. An ISO standard that covers all aspects of network communications is the Open System Interconnection, that is OSI model. It was first introduced in the late years, that is 19. Open system is a set of protocols. It will be going to allow any two different systems to communicate regardless of their underlying architectures. The purpose of the OSI model, Open System Interference Model, is to show how to facilitate or communicate between two different systems without requiring changes to the logic of the underlying hardware and software. Okay, that is the what exactly the meaning of OSI, Open System Interference. Open System Interference Model is not a protocol. It is not a protocol. It is a model for understanding and designing a network architecture. It will be it is flexible, robust, and the interoperable. The OSI model was intended to be the basis of the creation of the protocol in the OSI stack. The OSI model is a layered framework for the design of a network systems that allows communication between the computer systems. It consists of 7 separate but related layers, each of which will be defines a part of the process of moving information across the network. Okay, here I am going to show the different layers in the OSI model. That is, layer 1 is a physical layer, and the layer 2 is a data link layer, and layer 3 is a network layer, layer 4 is the transport layer, and layer 5 is a session layer, layer 6 is a presentation layer, layer 7 is a application layer. Okay, totally 7 layers in the OSI model we can identify or we can observe here. Okay, here it's having a different categories of these different layers. Okay, next coming to the OSI, Open System Interference versus TCP IP. What exactly the difference between your OSI model and TCP IP model we can observe here. When we are going to compare with the two models, okay, we are going to find two layers, that is a session and presentation layer. Session layer and presentation layer is missing in TCP IP, okay, from the TCP IP protocol suite. The two layers were not added in the TCP IP protocol after publication of the OSI model. The application layer in the suite is usually considered to be the combination of 3 layers in the OSI model as shown in the figure. Okay, see, this is your OSI model. Here combination of 3, here missing of presentation and session layer in the TCP IP model. Okay, what they are made it as a combination of these 3, application, presentation and session layer is made it as a application layer in the TCP IP protocol suite. This we can call it as a application layer, we can call it as a several application protocols which will be working in the application layer of a TCP IP protocol. Next, the second reason were mentioned for this decision is first, TCP IP has more than one transport layer protocol. Some of the functionalities of the session layer are available in the some of the transport layer protocol, and another is the application layer is not only one piece of software, that will be combination of many applications can be developed at this layer. If some of the functionalities mentioned in the session and presentation layer are needed for the particular application, they can include in the development of the piece of a software. It will be going to include in the piece of a software. Okay, here we can observe that a transport layer, what we are going to observe in the OSI module, the same transport layer is present in the TCP/IP protocol suite. Here in the transport layer, it will be going to several transport protocols we are going to use in the transport layer. And coming to the next layer, that is a network layer. Network layer is also present in the OSI module, Open System Interference module, what we are going to discuss in the previous slide. The same layer, network layer, is present in the TCP/IP protocol also. Okay, in the TCP/IP protocol, in the network layer plays an important role, that is an interconnect protocol and some helping of the protocols. Here we are going to add header and trailer. Okay, when we are going to add trailer, usually in the encapsulation we are going to add only header. What is the requirement of trailer we are going to add? When the data will be segmented, at that time we are going to add the trailer. Why? Because the segmentation means in a one, for example, it is a 16-bit data. 16-bit data, if I am going to divide with a 4444, 4 different data packets we are going to segment. At that time, header and trailer is required to identify the data. At that time, we are going to use all these process is coming across in the network layer. Okay, next coming to the data link layer. Whatever the data we are going to made in the network layer, header and trailer, that will be combination of a frame, that is packet or frames we are going to call. In the data link layer, it will be going to segregate the packets. For example, 4-bit with a one header and trailer with a packet 1, and next 4 bits added with a trailer header, that will be take it as a frame 2, like that frame 3, frame 4, so on. N number of frames we can made in the data link layer, that will be going to divide. And again, after data link layer, we are going to transmit that data to the physical layer. What exactly the physical layer will do? It will be identify the path to transmit the signal to the next system from source host to the destination host. It will be identify the physical combination with respect to the two different systems, how exactly we need to transmit the data, that with respect to that physical layer will be going to check with respect to that. Okay, here the combination of data link layer and a physical layer, we are going to call it as a underlying LAN and WAN technology, that is local area network. This will be considered local area network. Already we have discussed the example for local area network. Take it as an office in a single building, or educational institutes, you can take it as a example. How exactly we are going to use local area network? We are going to transmit data packets from one system to another system within a building or within a room. A local area connection will be connect with respect to system. Okay, server based LAN also we can maintain one server. Through that server, we are going to connect all the systems. We can transmit the data from one system to another system. Okay, like that we are going to deal with the LAN, local area network. With respect to the wide area network also, one office to another office. For example, one office is situated in Bangalore and another office is situated in Mysore or Hubli, somewhere else. We can connect with respect to two different companies, their local area network, and here Bangalore local area network with respect to one office, that will be connected with respect to the two different local area networks, that we can call it as a wide area network. Like that, it will be going to connect and it will be going to work with respect to the data link layer and a physical layer. That is the major difference between your OSI model and versus TCP/IP protocol suite. Okay, the major difference is here we have a 7 different layers. Here we have a 5 different layers. Here presentation layer and session layer is combination with respect to the application layer. Okay, several applications with respect to the protocols with respect to the application layer, so that it will be going to add OSI module of a presentation and session will be combined with the application layer of a TCP/IP protocol. Okay, that is the major difference, and this is about your basic introduction to the OSI model, and this is how exactly the differentiate between OSI versus TCP/IP protocol. Okay, this is about your OSI concept. Thank you.